Obviously, just extremely, extremely pleased. We pride ourselves, and we talk about it all the time, 1 to 14, 14 to 1, and it took every single person tonight. And I said to the guys at shoot-around today, our team, to a lot of teams, we're at a vulnerable state with a couple of our horses out, couple starters, and guys that have been there and done it for us. And so everybody's going to try to take advantage of us in this situation, but we had some guys step up tonight. It was huge. I thought Tyree was terrific. Jackson Notek, Chris Quayle, I can't say enough, just making solid winning plays. Malik Harden-Hayes was in there. We didn't have a couple guys have their best game. Rocky wasn't on. Tyson wasn't on. Cam wasn't on for stretches. But I think what you saw in particular with Cam and Tyson was them being able to stay the course and make big winning plays when they needed it, and it was terrific. And obviously, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about Vinny. He just put us on our back. The kid's cramping up in 37 minutes. It was huge.
You described kind of that last exchange. They go down and get a charge. What are you talking to the guys about? What are you drawing up? I mean, is that a play that you draw up, or is that kind of Tyson and Vinny just making a play?
It's close to something. It's something that we talked about in the timeout. You've got two really good players. Let's put them in action and let them go make winning plays. And I'm not a huge timeout guy because our guys know what to do and execute. And we knew the possession before they had a foul to give, and they did. And I'm just really pleased because you go back to our Roberts game, we didn't execute. We had a 3-point lead with under 3. You were there, Ross, and we didn't execute with boys down the stretch. And it was fun to see us, Cam makes a winning play with the charge, and then to handle that late game situation was really fun and encouraging to see.
What was the play out the timeout?
Yeah, I'm going to keep that one right in my pocket. Because everybody else is going to see it, Jeff, right?
Kind of the resolve, the leadership of your squad. They start out 17-5. You guys like 0 for 8 from the field. It feels like Indiana State. Feels like a couple other games. Just kind of.
Yeah, we hadn't had a bunch of those lately. Even Oral Roberts the other day. They came out and then we punched back and we were up 14-11. And so I just think it's been such a choppy rhythm to our schedule in trying to maintain rhythm and swagger, figuring out a practice rhythm. It's been a little off, I think, and now we just settle in. We're playing Wednesday, Saturday, and I think that'll help some guys too. It'll help me get them into a rhythm because we need to get in. We need to get back into that rhythm. We need to continue to get some guys healthy as well.
Both Sam and Jared out of street clothes warmed up. Are they getting pretty close?
We're getting closer. Yeah, I think. I think the big picture for me is I want to win every single game, but these young men have a quality of life beyond the game of basketball, and I'm not going to compromise that for them. I'm not going to put them out into a situation that they're fully prepared for and excited for. And if you play with hesitation and you're playing thinking about something else happening, you'll be right back in that same situation.
Tyson, describe that last play. Good.
I don't know how to. We drew up a play for a handoff, and me and Vin talked after. He hey, they might double, and we read it, and it just happened to be there, and game blouses.
And what?
Yeah, I wish I missed the free throw, so it's 9-1.
Did you mean to miss that to have them not be able to run a play, or was that
We'll go with that.
The number 30, how did that happen?
I channeled my Luka Doncic and accidentally tore my jersey in a little bit of frustration. Didn't know I was that strong. Yeah, won't happen again. That's on me.
Tyree career high tonight. What were you feeling, especially early?
I play off Tyson, Vinny, Rocky guys like that. So all the time when they're getting doubled in the post or something like that or driving, they leave me open. So tonight, just being confident. Worked on all week on being confident with my shots and just shooting the ball and just went in tonight.
Tyson, talk to us a little bit about Stanley Amude and just how tough of a matchup he is.
He's a great player. You can obviously tell that by the numbers and by the way he looks. He really looks like he's a good basketball player and he plays the part. But tonight it was just trying to contain him and the rest of the team, and I think for some of those we did that and we ended out with the dub.
Tyree, you guys were down 17-5 early. It didn't really seem like there was a whole lot of panic that set in. Describe maybe the conversations in the huddle or the conversations in the huddles on court. What was the leadership like when things were not falling early?
Leadership is great. I think that's a testament to how mature we are now, how much you've grown over the season. Earlier in the year, we would collapse and stuff like that, let them, take off of that. But being on our home court, being in front of our fans really juiced us up. And our second lineup did great. Tyler Witz, Malik, Jackson, missing somebody. Chris Quayle. Those guys really carried us tonight. And when we didn't get it started in the first half, they came in, they did the job for us.
You just kind of got excited there when mentioning Chris. He's played a lot of minutes since Jared and Sam went down. What has he brought to the team on defense, especially?
Everything. He does the intangibles. When you can rely on Chris to get a bucket, you can rely on Chris to get a stop, get a block. And I think that when you look at the lineup, you don't really look at Chris like that. And I think he's underlooked, and he really showed what he could do tonight.
Can I go back to the last play? Now, can you say you had the play drawn up with you and Vinny? What was that play?
I'm gonna keep that in house.
Had a little called an audible, should we say?
Yeah, little audible.